be scary. Thanks. Chris, looking back, you played on a few Christmas days. What was your personal favorite?
Well, I'll tell you, anytime you can beat two Hall of Famers and a Hall of Fame coach, that's a special time. So anytime you can beat Shaq, Kobe, and Phil Jackson is pretty special. I remember beating the Lakers on the road a couple of times there for Christmas, and it's so special because it's the one day the basketball world is tuned into you, and everyone's at home playing with their train sets, their remote control cars, their dolls, and they're taking a little time to hang out with you. It's really cool playing on Christmas Day.
Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Dub, Prez out there with Antetokounmpo, and it's Gilas in at the 1. Captain Clutch is out there with the captain. Then it's Silk. Then there's Jordan Clarkson, and it's P in at the 4-man position. Buries the long-range jumper.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
Oh, man, these fans are pumped. I expect them to be loud tonight. Should be a great game.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game, but you can see why after that sequence.
Gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Gilas shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's his first trip to the line.
And he is a cool customer at the line, guys. You've got to be when you're shooting 84% on the season.
Ayan, Paps, tumiscore na kanina, nag 3 points.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Paano pagtali?
About a minute played so far here in the first. Passes it to the captain. And the rejection by Giannis.
Butata yung Paps, ng butata kay Mark Agiwa. Ang butata.
Here's Gilas, an 11-point game for him in the win again.
And it was the little things, too. I mean, getting to the line, finding ways to get his points any way possible.
And it's Prez on the follow.
I love his work ethic, not to mention his hands. You need both to convert those tip-ins.
Shot to stop the run. Got a hand on it. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in.
Look, he may not be thought of as big for a center, but with his ability to go vertical, he sure plays big.
Paps Ali, Jill, grip ka.
There's the pass to the captain.
Up grip.
And he drew the blocking foul. He'll go to the line for 2. This is his first free throw of the game.
And from the line, he's knocking it down about 71% of the time, and that's a percentage that needs to go up.
And he makes both free throws.
Oh, not many players with the more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
And there's the foul. It'll go on the captain. That's foul number 2 for him.
Already his second foul. He's in danger of getting into serious foul trouble early in this game.
Mr. Moves checked in for the captain. Barusis passes to Giannis. He kicks it to Prez.
Shout out
Pass to Gilas.
Shout out to Paps.
Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this one. Just too many good looks from in close.
Mr. Moves and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
At the line.
And he knocks down the first one.
Taking 2 shots.
Good on both.
Oh, pwede, Paps.
Gone 4-7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Princesses passes to Giannis.
Patay si Jimmy Alapag. Nagbantay kay Giannis.
And the layup is good. Antetokounmpo's got 5 points so far.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead. And, the improvement we've seen over the last few seasons with Giannis is incredible. I mean, he just keeps adding to an already superstar level game.
Here's Gilas. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
And Kevin, this is why his teammates respect him. The hustle, the energy. You gotta love it.
Primetime's checked in for Captain Clutch. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Fast break, here we go. Drops in the breakaway layup.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Yeah, true. But now it's about sustaining their energy and maintaining the focus.
And you know, Greg, this last season, Giannis improving on his rebounding and his passing.
Career highs for him in both of those areas. If he ever adds a deep shot, I'm not sure how you guard him at that point.
Yes,
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Here's Calathis. Left side, Antetokounmpo. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
This trip is his second to the free throw line in this one. And what a year last season for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He was terrific across, Greg, all stat categories.
And he was rightfully in the MVP conversation very early on. He's still very young, and I see multiple MVP seasons in his future.
Once again, Team Dancers.
Here's Primetime. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
Prime time.
Now here's Giannis. And still gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the free throw line. And the first one drops.
And really, the ceiling for Antetokounmpo is limitless. I mean, he has the potential to be a Hall of Famer one day. And doing a good job getting to the line and capitalizing.
Here's Silk. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against. Can't hit the free throw line jumper.
Fantastic positioning there to contest that one.
Oh, textbook defense. I mean, it took a good angle to the shooter and bothered the release.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
Here's Primetime. A 14-point game for him in the win again.
Yeah, and it seemed like he spent about half the game shooting free throws. Credit him for really taking it to the defense.
Gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Here's Mr. Moves. Misses the layup. Ball's knocked loose. Being an impressive 60% early. And here is Prez. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. 5 to shoot. Here's Calathis. And they convert at last on attempt number 3. Calathis has got 8.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. They've decided to pound the ball inside, using their physicality to set the tone.
Down low. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got his 5th rebound in this one. And the dunk by Giannis.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Yeah, got to be careful. It's still early. They've expended a lot of energy, but they've also built a nice cushion here.
Princesses passes to Calathis. Here's Princesses. Giannis right side. Pass to Calathis. The 3. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. He's got 11.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
And so the timeout by Taylor Jenkins here.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
Yeah, the offense looked cohesive last night. Whatever challenge the opposition presented, they answered with confidence.
Here's Cool Hands. He's coming off a 10-point game again.
Yeah, but it wasn't all about himself. I mean, he kept everybody else in the loop. His passing was tremendous.
And it's good for 2.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Pass to shake and bake. Here's P. Here's shake and bake. And no good. Trying to use the glass. They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
And we've seen stars, Chris, get suspended in the playoffs for having 7 technical fouls. Should we modify that rule at all, do you think?
I think it can be tweaked if everyone agrees on it. But for me personally, I don't think that we've had enough superstar players get suspended with that rule to say let's change the number. We definitely want superstar players to play in the playoffs, to play for their fans. But we also want to keep the integrity of the game. And if technicals means I get to yell at the referee more, well, but then maybe I just have to have more discipline on my end and say, wait a minute, I can't do this because it's going to hurt the team. So I'm not sure about that yet.
Here is Skinny. No points in the game yet for him. Kicks it to AI. And the pass to Skinny.
Kaya nga eh. Lakas eh.
AI outside. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Shooting at a high percentage. All teams aim to do that. Let's see the league's best.
And here we've got 2 teams shooting the ball so well on the season, and neither one hesitates to pull the trigger. This is a great matchup.
Shake and bake passes to P. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Cool Hands. No good on the quick 3. 1:58 left to play in the first. Left side, Antetokounmpo, and the call will be against Primetime. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. That's good from Antetokounmpo.
You just have to be more disciplined. I mean, too many fouls and free throw attempts for the opponent. And they've clearly been the aggressors here early on, drawing fouls and working themselves to the line.
And the basket is good. That's 7 points for Primetime.
His offensive skill set is off the charts. He has more than a few ways to punish.
Antetokounmpo kicks to AI. We've got 1:28 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Skinny, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
P laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Here is Skinny. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. AI outside. Shot clock at 6. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
You know, it's going to be tough to win when you give the other team second and third opportunities to score the ball.
Here's Cool Hands off with the layup.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. To the inside. Here's Primetime. He's guarded by AI. Drops in the tray. 10 points for Primetime.
Oh, he's been dominant this quarter. I mean, he's determined to prevent the lead from getting any bigger.
Floats one up. He can't hit that time.
You know, they say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should be easy.
And the buzzer sounds, and the first, and we've got a blowout underway here. The away team delivering the blowout. Stay with us as we get set. And pronouncing Giannis Antetokounmpo's name correctly has been a challenge.
The worst I've ever heard was my rookie year. A guy called me Antetokounmpo, and Kunupi in Greek means mosquitoes. So he basically said anti-mosquito.
And the mosquito, definitely not a good comparison for Giannis.
Yeah, more like a condor. But that last name certainly has a lot of people looking for nicknames.
And we welcome you back to NBA action, a great tradition, Christmas Day basketball, here on 2K Sports. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Setting the pace early, GA. I like this aggressive mind state. I love this approach so far.
We've got Big Red. Skinny is out there with Dub. Then it's AI. And it's Antetokounmpo in at the 2 spot. Being just 29% in this game. They are not a pretty sight out there offensively. They get it again. P can't get it to fall. And it's denied. And they're moving it up. Over to the left wing. Here's Lucas. Williams with the block. And they're able to recover. He was all alone on that one. Papanikolaou's got 7.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Scooped up. And that's good. A nice job on the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And they're pushing it up. Here's Captain Clutch, and he makes that one. Captain Clutch has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Pressuring the ball and making a play that created the opportunity.
I mean, it all starts on the defensive end. When you're active and willing to gamble a little bit, the payoff can be big.
The shot's good.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
AI outside. Back to Antetokounmpo. Rebound by Williams. Gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9.
You just can't find the touch this quarter. He's got to keep grinding, though, and looking for the best shot possible.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And that one hits back iron. Thing is definitely lagging at the moment. They're just 30% in the second quarter. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact. So a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a 3-point play. Well, the NBA is entertainment. You know, Chris, it also can have a very social impact in a positive ways. Guys like Kyle Korver have spoken out. The Jazz took action last season. Chris, how do you feel the league has responded to issues like discrimination?
Well, I think the league has done a wonderful job, better than any league. First of all, we acknowledge it. You don't just throw it under the rug and say there's no problem here. And that may be the toughest, to be able to acknowledge that. And then secondly, to make quick, sweeping decisions, I think has also been awesome too. But I don't think any league in the history of sports has had more players speak up for issues in society than ours. Let's go back to Bill Russell and others, the way that they started the game and came in. We have to love it, and I love the fact that the league is not scared of the narrative, and we work together. And by the way, that Kyle Korver article was so awesome. It was so vulnerable for him to write that. And when you have players like that, no matter what color, that are selfless to speak out to make society better, then it's not just good for the game, but it's great for all of us. So kudos to Kyle, the Jazz, and everyone doing all they can do to make things better for everyone.
Absolutely. And a chance to take a look at some numbers for him.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games, and he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
Mr. Moves checked in for the captain. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his second personal foul. At the line.
First one falls for him.
Taking 2 shots.
He makes 1 of 2 that time.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know. attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yes, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
To the paint. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
That's his
And
first
going to the free throw line will be Clarkson. Confident move there.
Jordan Clarkson at the line for 2.
And so he makes both from the line. So it's the visitors now. They have a 19-point lead.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
Great open look there. Perez has got 5 points so far.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Well, Greg, their poise has been tremendous. I mean, excellent at both ends, has them increasing this lead.
Here's Calathis. And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. And the shot goes down. He's got 6.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Here's Perez. And the layup's good off the glass.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Mr. Moves. It's blocked. And that goes out of bounds. And they retain possession. Silks checked in for Williams. Here's Captain Clutch. He had a 12-point outing in their last game again. And so out of bounds it goes. They'll keep possession. Inside, P, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. This is his first free throw of the game. The first one falls.
2 shots.
He's perfect from the line this time.
Paps, subscribe lang.
Gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Antetokounmpo dishes to Perez.
Tapos na, pero hindi. Pagod na.
That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Here's P. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo. People have already predicted future MVPs. Is there a surprise name that you think could win that MVP award, Chris, down the road?
Oh, I think there are a few surprises. I mean, we can go young with young guys like a Trae Young or Luka Doncic. We can go with guys that we expect to do it like Anthony Davis, who it just seems like he's just biting at the bit. There's a few young Celtics. There's a few young Lakers that in a few years you never know what they could do, especially the ones that are playing with great guys and watching their practice habits, game habits, stealing their recipes or stealing what they eat before the game and their health-wise. So many guys right now that are going to be in that second tier coming up. It's going to be fun to watch their growth.
It will.
Thank you, Paps.
Ladies and gentlemen, James P.
Now we take a look at the 2K leaderboard to see who the best rebounders in the NBA have been over the last 10 games. Second, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
When it comes to rebounding, it's been a stupendous stretch for him. He's been using his body and strength so effectively.
Perez finds Giannis. Misses the step-back jump shot.
For a player who's almost a sure thing to score in tight, that one's a stunner.
Lets it go with the 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Here's the machine, sinks the three-pointer.
It was just a mystery what the defense was doing there. You never want to give him that much space outside the three-point line.
Here's Gilas, 11 points in the game. The three, good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night, 5 for 10 shooting.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
But these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game. But you can see why after that sequence.
The machine, 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's his first trip to the line.
Third personal foul. At the line.
And the first one at the line is good. Prime time's checked in for cool hands. And good on the second, so he makes them both. 61% from the field, showing some marvelous touch out there. Antetokounmpo passes to Princesses. AI with the bucket. AI's got 6.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Pass to Prime time. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
At the line.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
2 shots.
And he sinks the second. Giannis right side. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And how about the initiative there from Antetokounmpo? Excellent at seeing lanes to the basket and then just taking advantage.
Here's Prime time. Goes back up. Misses the layup.
Some very aggressive defense to prevent the easy lay-in.
Giannis drives in. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Giannis has got 22 points.
Their system is set up perfectly for him today. I mean, it's allowing him to find a lot of good shots.
Prime time, the pass to Shake and Bake. Here's the machine. Bangs home the trifecta.
That's his second three-pointer of this quarter after not getting any in the first.
They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
Here's Lucas. Comes up empty down low.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
Yeah, the defender all over.
And that one misses. The captain's checked in for Shake and Bake. He hits the second from the line. 1:04 left in the first half. Passes to Barusis. Back to Antetokounmpo, and the dunk by Giannis.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Prime time, the pass to the captain. There it is, his second make of the game. He's missed 5.
Taking it up strong against size. He does not lack for confidence.
No, absolutely not. And in his mind, no one can stop him on that, no matter the size.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Thank you, Papsa.
That's his second personal
Thank you for
foul.
sharing.
Second team.
And he makes the first.
At the line.
GG kay
Giannis
Giannis.
Antetokounmpo.
That one misses. 34% from the field. That's not going to get it done. And it ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
And he has not been able to keep up that pace he had going in the first quarter.
He had 2 3-pointers in the opening quarter, and it hasn't been able to connect yet here in the second.
Now here's Giannis. D right on him. And he uses the glass on the layup. Antetokounmpo's got 12 points now in the quarter.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Here's Prime time. And so a pretty lopsided game for the first half. The away team delivering the blowout. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 27 points, 4 assists, and 2 blocks. The first 2 quarters tonight looked a lot like what we saw from him in his last game. How about you, Kenny? What did you think about the visiting team?
Well, they knocked the wind out of the defense in transition, converting fast break baskets in volume. It's a runaway lead right now. In fact, this looks like a track meet.
And big fella, let's get your thoughts. And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points and close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
He out there with Jordan Clarkson. Then there's the captain. Then it's Silk. And it's Captain Clutch in at the point. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half. Here's Princesses. Picked away. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
But this is not the start they wanted coming out of the break. 0 for 3 so far, and they're not playing with much intensity.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
Yeah, because it's so hard to prevent transition scores. Whenever you get an opportunity to get out and run, you take it.
Feeds to Prez. Misses the reverse.
Everything looked good until the finish. Then it all goes wrong.
And there's the pass to Captain Clutch. It's tipped.
Well, until he starts knocking down some shots, I don't think the deficit's going to get any smaller.
And Giannis gets it to go.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
There's the triple. Offensive rebound. P. They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed. Princesses passes to Giannis. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Here's Calathis. Nails the baby hook. Calathis has got 4 this quarter.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah, horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up. Nice work on the glass, but his defense was even better. Really has an impact on that shot.
Jacks up a 3. Off target, his 6th miss and 13 attempts from the floor. Here's Silk. Second chance shot. Calathis grabs the board.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Ball stolen. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Pass to Captain Clutch. To end the drought. Nailed from three-point land. Captain Clutch has got 11.
Wow, his first triple of the second half gives him 2 on the night. He's not making much of an impact from deep.
And it's Captain Clutch with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Substitution on the floor. Costas.
Here's Giannis. He's got 29 points. Prez with the bucket.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
The ball poorly, just 28%. The captain passes to Mr. Moves. To the middle. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
One of the few guys in the league who make a lead pass like that. Oh, just a fantastic look.
Looking to get it going. He lays it in. And it's 8 points for the captain.
Oh, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
Inside, Galathis. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis.
Hirap na hirap ni score.
Giannis has got his 7th assist in the game. Here's Mr. Moves. It's deflected. Left side, Antetokounmpo. He couldn't stay in bounds, and that's going to be a turnover.
Team ball.
On Friday, then on Saturday.
USA.
Here's Mr. Moves. 7 points in the game. Here's the captain, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. It's Williams with the drive. But they'll get another chance. Passes it to the captain. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For 3. Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them
Shout out to
offensively.
Pops Benedict.
And so the timeout by Taylor Jenkins here.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Without question. They're giving up too many high percentage looks, a trend that they'd like to reverse.
Cool Hands checked in for the captain. Here's Cool Hands. Knocks down the 3 ball. Cool Hands got himself on the board with 3 there.
They've given up a lot of 3-pointers here today.
And there's the foul. It goes on Cool Hands. That's his first foul. And along with the association, we've seen the growth of the G League, the WNBA, the 2K League. Chris, which of those have you followed the most?
Well, first let me say I should have been drafted by the 2K League because I'm really nice. Matter of fact, anybody listening to the sound of my voice, I will beat you in the game that I'm talking on right now. But secondly,
I know you will.
I love the WNBA, from Lisa Leslie to Cheryl Swoops to my girl Candace Parker. Are you kidding me? The skill set of these ladies, oh, they have game. And I can't say I follow one the most because even the G League and their all-star game I follow. Right now it's a great time for hoops, and all 3 of these leagues I'm in on.
Here's Mr. Moves. Misses the deep 3-point attempt.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead. And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
Yeah, you can clearly see which offense is better right now. We'll see if that continues the rest of the way.
Williams for 3. That one doesn't drop.
Just enough coverage to bother that 3-point attempt.
Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. Being around 29% from the floor. Tough night for them all around on the offensive end. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
He does all the little things. I mean, he does the big things. He's got them in front with another outstanding performance.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
At the line.
The first free throw is good.
At the line for 2.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. AI outside. The dish to Papa Nicolau. Doesn't go that time.
The D making that layup look very uncomfortable for him. Good aggressive work down low.
Good work there as it goes. And that's now 9 points for Mr. Moves.
Oh, that's not the kind of interior defense you want. Way too slow to protect the rim.
On the wing, Giannis. He has 31. Offline with the baseline jumper.
The rotation in the D could be better here. It'll cost them next time if it's not.
Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Yeah, Greg, that's just great defense. Forcing his man into a difficult attempt.
Right side, Williams. Cuts off the pass. Here's Skinny. From outside, off the mark. Skinny's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Cool Hands passes to Williams. Takes it from 10. And that's going to be out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Team ball.
Well, let's take a look now at some of the most explosive players in the NBA lately. The highest scoring small forwards of the past month. Number 1, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
You know, call him whatever you want. But the bottom line is he just finds a way to score. And when he gets going, he can tear the rest of the NBA to shreds.
That's one thing we've learned about him. When he gets on a hot streak, it could be a long time before he cools down.
Down low, deflects the pass.
Prime time.
Here's Skinny, and that one is stuffed right through.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Still team ball.
The visitors on defense. No good on the quick 3. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Here's prime time. 11 points in the game. Here's the machine. It's hauled in by Giannis.
Oh, he found the open space from mid-range. Just maybe rush his release a little bit.
To the paint. Papanikolaou, good. Papanikolaou's got 17.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum. Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger. Looking at some numbers for Pete, he's been in good form here the last few weeks, averaging 13 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
I think if you talk to anyone on this team, they believe in his abilities 100%.
The pass to prime time to end the run, and the 3 ball is good. He's got 14.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
But it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
And a brief check of the stats for Williams. He showed up every night and some noteworthy performances over the last month. 17th in scoring, and of course, rim protection always at a premium. That's an important part of his game. Top 20 in blocks per.
And like you were saying, one of the stronger scorers in the league. A tireless worker on the offensive end, and it's no wonder he's top 20 in points.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
That's his third personal.
First free throw is good.
At the line, Prentices.
And so he hits both. Here's prime time. He's got 14. From the wing, it doesn't go for him. And offensive execution has been beyond great there. 63% from the floor in this game. AI outside. Can't connect from short range.
He's got to be disappointed with his performance, but it'll be easier to swallow if they keep the lead.
Offensive rebound. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Jesus. That's his second personal foul.
And that one falls for Williams.
At the line, Williams.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Pass to Papanikolaou. Here is Skinny. There's 25 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Shot clock at 5. Papanikolaou kicks to AI. Antetokounmpo. That one wide left.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if you be a little bit more selective tonight. Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Here's Lucas. Can't hit from 12. And so it's the visiting team up by 33 points as the buzzer sounds. A huge lead for them. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against him.
order mo naman kompleto.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Fresh with the ball. Smooth out there with Skinny. Then it's Fresh. Then there's Harrell. And it's Antetokounmpo. In at the 5, roaming the paint. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
I like what he was trying to do. Shaking the D with the fadeaway. Tough look, though.
Good. 13 points for Captain Clutch. Now Fresh. Pass to Smooth. And with a younger generation of fans cutting the cord, Adam Silver has talked about ways, Chris, to make the games, the NBA games, more accessible.
Yeah, and as a guy, Kevin, that played on the West Coast, I know many people aren't happy with this idea, but I say move the games up an hour. Move it to 6 o'clock so that I could watch LeBron on the West Coast when I'm living on the East Coast and be to bed by a normal time where kids can stay up. But how about the streaming? I mean, you can watch it on your phone. It's so many better and different ways now. I mean, before, if you were traveling, you could never watch a game because you had to be by a TV set stuck into a wall. Now, that's your phone, your pads, and everything else. So I love the game. It's becoming more global because of the expansion and how we've gotten players out there in front of fans. And now, with the access that fans have from some type of mobile device, I just love it. I love it.
Clock at 6. Here's Montzaris, and it's blocked, and they get it back. A low 30% right now, an ugly offensive performance. Stolen by Fresh, and it's Captain Clutch with the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
Dang, that's his 4th foul. Now he's going to have to be careful. Still a little ways to go and only 2 fouls to spare.
Here is Skinny. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his first personal foul. At the line, Papa Petro.
And the first one at the line is good. Chris, the other day, Adam Silver has been talking about how the All-Star game, that system, is not working. He's been proactive in considering alternatives. What do you think?
Well, I love what he's done already. Let's think about the All-Star game in 2019. Letting guys pick their players like old school on the park. I mean, that adds a little bit of ego, and that's what you want because we want competition. We want guys that like each other, don't like each other, that are playing against each other, that we're in the finals against each other. We want all that competition, all that mental game that goes into it. And so I love the fact that he's outspoken, that he's definitely ahead of the problem. But I think he did a great job by letting players pick their teammates because that already causes a little in-team drama that we'll see play out on the floor with how hard guys are playing.
Here's P, and he banks in the layup. P's got 4 points this quarter.
No basket feels better than a putback. Love getting rewarded for grinding it out on the glass.
And it's Captain Clutch with the foul. That's his 5th foul.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Cool hands checked in for P. For those just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Can't hit from 12.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense, it's not been there for him tonight.
Captain Clutch.
Certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. Here's Smooth. And a missed layup.
A perfect position to grab the rebound. Gets underneath, boxes out, and pulls it down.
Count that bucket. Cool Hands got 9 points here in the second half.
And he has started to turn it on now after that slow start.
Montzaris passes to Skinny. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Passes it to Montzaris. Chris, I read this the other day, the NBA announcing the development of the BAL, the Basketball African League. They feel there's a lot of untapped potential there. I would tend to agree.
I'm so excited. I already put my name in the hat to go out there and work with and help develop these kids. Oh, yeah, I'm excited. I mean, just think about this. You want to know what type of talent is out there? Let's just start with Akeem. Then we go to Mutombo, Embiid. He's from Cameroon. How about Antetokounmpo, who has Nigerian parents? I mean, we can keep on going. How about Ibaka help find Siakam? Oh, my goodness. Yes. There's some talent out there, baby. And, yes, I'm excited for the BAL, the Basketball African League. Africa, stand up, baby.
Here's Captain Clutch. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got 4 rebounds in this game. Fresh up top. Here's Smooth. The shot comes out. Gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Here's Silk. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Oh, fellas, that was a vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Harrell, the pass to Smooth. Back to Harrell. The layup off target.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D. Avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's Coolhams, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
You got to do more than that to keep the ball out of his hands down low.
Oh, they must ramp up the effort level, the intensity level. They're making it too easy for them.
One negotiating concession the league wants from the Players Union. Prospect attendance, Chris, at the draft combine and team-wide access to player physicals.
Well, this is a tough one because I don't think that a team that is not interested in you should have your physical. And we all know that information is shared, and so it should be genuine in the teams that are truly interested. So I understand agents holding back on that. Medical information is something very serious that just because you have an opportunity to be drafted, your information shouldn't be spread all across the world just because you're at a combine. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out, but basically you just want a level playing field for everyone. And if we have that, it'll be better for everyone. It's time for him to start looking for other options. They can't let him keep shooting. His touch is gone.
2 points. That one goes. 10 points for Pete.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Primetime, and he converts the layup.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now the pass to Barousas. Here's Montzaris. Off target from 3-point range. Here's Primetime. Plays it up and tanks it in. Primetime's got 6 here in this quarter.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
And that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
Barousas, true on the 14-footer.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
We talk about killer instinct all the time. He definitely has it. He's keeping his foot on the pedal here.
Here's the captain. There's the steal. Here's Calathis. Count it. And with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
That's his second personal foul at the line.
And he knocks down the first one.
Taking 2 shots.
Both good from the line that time. Knocked away. Pass to Silk. Calathis grabs the board. At 52% from the field. They're clicking. Bruces, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Dubs got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Oh, it's simple. When you fail to put a body on someone, you're inviting a breakdown on the defensive glass.
Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Here's Calathes. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo.
Foul call. Prime time.
GG.
That's his second
Free throw good. Giannis. So both teams changing it up here.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. Very well right now, 52% in this fourth quarter. And yes, it's good. 22 points for prime time.
Oh, he's been as dependable as he always is. He can't do it all by himself, though.
Now here's Fresh. Defense right on him. To the inside. Oh, that's blocked. The dive for the ball. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo.
Maliit lang, Pops.
Substitution on the floor.
Here's prime time. He's covered by Fresh. Shake and bake. Misses in close. Stripped away. Prime time, the pass to Shake and bake. That one goes in. Shake and bake's got his first points in this one.
Prime time.
Good interior offense. Those passes have to be right on target.
54 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Outside, Antetokounmpo from outside the arc. He's off on that one.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing. And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, how they ended this one is much different than how they started it. And that's a shame.
Here's Montzoris, and the bank shot is good.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Showing remarkable poise and focus throughout the game, a sustained effort across the board.
And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. And the defense has to be aware of this. When you don't put a body on him, you pay the consequences.
Another steal. Here's prime time. Lays it up off the glass. 5 seconds left in the game. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that'll do it, folks. For Chris Webber,